What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. And we have more details regarding the second stimulus package that they're trying to pass within the next 5 days. And we have more information from the White House regarding the actual stimulus checks and a possible delay that actually might be a good thing. In addition to that, I have a new rent relief program that could pay thousands of dollars to your rent, and we're giving away $500 to viewers. I'm going to give you all the details of it in this video. But first, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos, and give this video a like. It really helps out our channel. Okay, first up, the US just broke another single day record for the most virus cases ever in the world and in the United States, with 229,000 people testing positive for the virus just yesterday alone. This breaks the previous high from just the day before of 217,000 cases. We're now at 229,000 positive cases in one single day. And the rate that this trend is going, it's going to be unbelievable around Christmas time when people gather for Christmas. We could literally see 3 or 4 or 500,000 new positive virus cases in just one single day. In addition to that, deaths are about near an all-time high. We're averaging over 2,500 new cases per day, with the high just the day before of almost 3,000, 2,800 new per day. And yeah, it's hospitalizations are at an all-time high too, at over 100,000 people across the United States being hospitalized right now due to the virus. On stimulus news, Joe Biden says that the $1,200 stimulus check is still in play for this next stimulus package that they're trying to pass within the next 5 or 5.5 days. Joe Biden says, in addition to, quote, the stimulus checks may still be in play, basically talking about the negotiations that are going on behind the scene. He also says, I think it would be better if they had a $1,200 payment to families in the relief package, Joe Biden said in a press conference. This is good news because this shows that the Democrats are actively negotiating for a stimulus check in the background as they try to negotiate with Mitch McConnell and the Republicans. Remember, Mitch McConnell actually wants less than the $900 billion. He actually wants a $500 to $600 billion plan with $0 per week of unemployment extension. It would extend the weeks that you could apply for, but would actually provide $0 per week and a $0 stimulus check.
He's got the real Christmas spirit, doesn't he?
You know what it is? He doesn't want to crush the virus.
That is probably what it is.
Yeah. Those pesky Republicans do not want to crush the virus like Nancy Pelosi does. That's the whole problem. My beautiful wife off camera with some comedic relief. Now, we actually have some surprising words from White House trade advisor Peter Navarro regarding the next stimulus package and the next stimulus check.
Peter Navarro is President Trump's top trade and manufacturing advisor. He is joining us live from the White House lawn. His new op-ed in the Wall Street Journal urgently makes the case for fast passage of a generous package targeted to small business and the most vulnerable Americans. Navarro stressing, quote, the U.S. still faces significant headwinds from the pandemic, which has restructured transportation, entertainment, hotels, restaurants, and commercial real estate. Adding to these structural woes is the prospect of renewed lockdowns across the 50 states. Peter, welcome. Is the $908 billion bipartisan stimulus bill that's circulating right now on the Hill strong enough to provide the lifeline you envision?
Here's what I'm concerned about, Liz. We're about 2 months late and $1 trillion short to help millions of Americans avoid the pain and suffering they're feeling now. Unfortunately, the relief bill got caught up in politics. I think it was pretty clear that the Democrats didn't want anything to help President Trump. But now we're facing what I see as a chasm, and I did not love that report today on unemployment. You clearly see what I've referred to as the second derivative problem in math. We've had the trends going up in terms of being positive for the unemployment rate and things like that. But clearly, that's the first derivative, but clearly at a decreasing rate. That's the second derivative. And what we're going to see fairly quickly now is a flip over where that unemployment rate is going to start going back up. And in fact, if you combine, Liz, this is important, if you combine the number of people who dropped out of the labor force with those in the count for the 6% number, we actually saw a slight uptick in the unemployment rate. So my message to Capitol Hill is get your act together, get it done quickly. The three components are pretty clear. We need a reboot on the PPP program for the small businesses. That was extremely effective, as Tyler Goodspeed and I document in the op-ed. I think we need another stimulus check. And also we need a reboot of our unemployment compensation. We can't go back to that $600 all one-size-fits-all states things, but we need to calibrate it in a way which will provide some relief. So we need to move. Yeah. We need to move. Yeah.
So their White House economic trade advisor, Peter Navarro, actually one of the few Republicans that are pushing for a stimulus check right now, in an additional stimulus check in the package. Of course, there's student loan forgiveness and there's mortgage relief, which we'll get the details of when they pass this bill. I'll be walking you guys through how to claim those things, because those are things you have to sign up for and claim, much like the state and local programs that are passing rent assistance and basically paying your rent for you. I have another program here in just a minute or two that I will be covering for you guys in this episode. Congress is now possibly talking about what they call a 1-week stopgap, which would basically push this December 11th deadline where the government will shut down. There will be a government shutdown, and they want to attach the stimulus bill on to that, basically December 10th at 11:59 p.m., that they're considering passing a stopgap bill for 1 week, which will push that deadline back 1 week, keep the government funded for 1 additional week. The reason for this is because honestly, they don't really actually have a bill yet. They're still trying to write the bill over this weekend. Then it has to be voted on by the House, it has to be voted on by the Senate. Then it has to go through congressional review, and they have to, overview it and stuff. And there might not be enough time to get that done within the next 4 to 5 days. However, this is actually pretty good because this leaves additional time to negotiate a stimulus checks in there. Remember, a lot of the Democrats are calling to add a stimulus check into this $900 billion bill, and there's very few Republicans that are actually mentioning that. The Republicans are just saying, hey, this is more than Mitch McConnell wants with this $500 to $600 billion, which has no checks and no unemployment extension. So this does leave time to add that into the bill and get that negotiated on. We are starting to actually see more and more people come out, mostly Democrats, but we did see the White House trade advisor there also pushing and demanding that there needs to be a stimulus check in this bill to get people money and get them through the holidays. And then Joe Biden's promise of more stimulus coming in January and February, then they can work on additional stimulus then.
In terms of I want to ask you where you see stimulus negotiations heading right now. Speaker Pelosi, Minority Leader Schumer have said the bipartisan proposal made yesterday should be used as a basis for talks. Do you think they'll actually be able to compromise with McConnell on get something done?
Well, I think, in all due respect to Leader McConnell, what he brought, his proposal is literally laughable. He doesn't have a nickel for unemployment supplements. We provided in the past at least $600 a week. He doesn't have a penny. All over this country, people are worried about being evicted. There's no $1,200 check for those people. So I think his proposal is literally laughable. I think the other proposal brought forth may be a start for discussions, but we got to go a lot further than what that proposal now entails. For example, that proposal does not have the $1,200. I would do $2,000 a month stimulus check, but it's a start, but we've got to build on that.
So at least Joe Biden and the Democrats are pushing to add a stimulus check in there. And again, I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm just reporting to you guys what is actually being said and actually being done. Mitch McConnell only wants a $500 to $600, $5 to $6 $100 billion plan with no unemployment money and no stimulus check. So I guess he is living up to his name of the Christmas Grinch, the stimulus Grinch. But remember, Nancy Pelosi could have taken that deal before the election, so it's not like Nancy Pelosi is all of a sudden the hero of the day, because that bill was $1.9 trillion, which was double what the $900 billion that they're working on now. And that bill did have stimulus checks, and Nancy Pelosi did have the opportunity to take that before the election. But of course, we know she didn't want to take that deal right before the election because she didn't want a check to go out with President Donald Trump's name on it. Now, we do have states, cities, and counties that are passing stimulus and rent relief stimulus, where they'll actually pay your rent or give you money for your rent. And that has been the main source of stimulus over the last 2 months as it's coming from state and local cities. And Washington, D.C. actually has a new program now where they will actually pay your rent. They'll pay the landlord directly to pay your rent for rent relief. As you can see here, the city plans to cover 80% of a tenant's rent arrears, up to $2,000 per month, if the landlord forgives the remaining 20%. As many as 30,000 units in this project could be done. So Washington, D.C. will actually pay your rent up to $2,000 per month if the landlord will forgive a little bit of money. If you or anybody you know is from Washington, D.C., Google that Washington, D.C. rent assistance program, look into it, and apply as soon as possible. A lot of these rent assistance programs, this one is $2,000 per month. They go away quickly. So if you know anybody from Washington, D.C., apply as soon as possible. If you know any other states or cities that are passing stimulus, comment them down below right now so our viewers can read through it, and I will feature you on an upcoming episode if I see your comment. In addition to that, our family is giving away $500 in total to viewers like you for Christmas. All you need to do is guess what's in this box from the clues that I'm giving. If you guess correctly, then you could win $100 from me, 5 people this time total, for a total of $500. All you need to do to guess what's in the box is leave a comment down below. I'm giving you a clue in every video coming out, and the clue for this video is the item in the box right there has a handle. This is clue number 4. The item in the box has a handle. So if you think you know what's in the box, just leave a comment down below. That's all you have to do to enter into the contest. It's as simple as that. And you could win $100 directly from me. If you guess correctly, from there we will randomly pick from the people who have guessed correctly, 5 people randomly to receive $100 from me. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you share this video so others like you can know about these stimulus programs and the updates, as I will keep you updated with all the breaking news as it comes out. You can click on this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.